Hey, what's up, YouTubers? As you can tell, my voice sounds a little extra radio-y today. You like that? Oh, I thought you would. Anyway, long story short, I'm trying a new spot for the Hero 2, and I haven't got the whole mic situation figured out, so it was way too far from my face to pick anything up, and it just sounded terrible. Here's a little audio sample of the original audio so you can hear how bad it was. So, as you can see, that wasn't going to work. The massive brrraaap of the DRZ was drowning out what I had to say, which is really a bad thing, I guess. But instead of tossing the footage like I would usually do in an epic fail like this, I think what I had to say was pretty important, so it's worth saying again, even if it's an awkward voiceover. I have to say, though, you're really missing out on what I had to say, because near the end of the moto vlog, my face got so numb that my mouth stopped working, and it was actually pretty hilarious. I tried for a little while to salvage the audio once I got home, but no dice. Anyway, it's Christmas Day today, and the other day I posted my Best of 2012 video, and for the record, my adventure with the Hawks was definitely one of my best rides of 2012. Unfortunately, the footage was in a different folder, so I completely forgot to put it in that video. But just so you know, Mr. International Man of Hawkstery, that was one of my all-time favorite many adventures of all time. Anyway, before the ADHD kicks in again, the reason why I went out and braved the freezing cold and ice and snow and miniature Sasquatch elves and whatnot is because I felt it fitting to create a little moto vlog to say thank you to so many people. My little band of subscribers went to work yesterday and really made an effort to promote my channel. Of course, Accidental Broadcast made yet another very, very kind plug on his Facebook page, as did many, many others. Ride Victoria actually included me in his Christmas video. I truthfully kind of felt like a turd in the punch bowl being mentioned with some of the epic YouTubers like Kalani and Chase and Moto Trippin' and Neil is in and Dark Knight. I know that on YouTube we're not supposed to be, emotional. We're supposed to have this cool facade and never show any kind of unmanliness, but seriously, Kim, your video was really touching. And sure, it wasn't a huge Oprah thing when you gave out those cookies, but that's not really what it's about. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, those people got cookies and that probably made their day, but everybody who watches your video has probably had the thought, like, I need to go and do some good for somebody today. So your video reached far beyond a few cookies to strangers. That's that kind of example we should all be pretty much throughout the entire year. Not just to share the motovlog love, but to go out and do good in the world. That was seriously one of the coolest things I've seen on YouTube. Also, David N., who's pretty much the king of the Facebook KLR owners group, said some really nice things about me as well. Carrie, Rohonek, Brraaap Attack, my brother Jay, John G., and a whole bunch of other subs also said really nice things that have been really encouraging through the whole process. Grammaticus, I hope I'm saying that right, even had a completely non-creepy and non-sexual dream about my wife and I. So, that was cool. Thanks, John. So, anyway, to any of you new subs who came from these amazing people, know that I have a lot to live up to, because whoever you heard about me from, the chances are is that their videos are light years beyond me, especially if you come from Kalani's channel. That's a little intimidating because I've got my work cut out for me. Hopefully, though, even though it's not Maui or British Columbia or, any amazing place, hopefully you'll see that Utah is pretty incredible. And it's a good place to ride when there's not snow and ice and Sasquatch elves and crap all over the road and trails. Anyway, so this is where things get kind of real here. I had a long conversation during this ride with myself, which is weird, but motovloggers do that, about selling the bikes, and it's basically inevitable that one of them has to go, at least until I can cobble together some money. The good news is that I've got a brother who's interested in buying a motorcycle, so in time I might be able to buy it back, or at least be able to see it now and again. So to make my decision, I'm going to put together a review video to compare the KLR and the DRZ, and I want you guys to weigh in on what stays and what goes. Big decision. I'll put on my own 2 bits on the pros and cons of each, and what I prefer as far as my riding style and commuting and maintenance and all that, but I am going to leave a big part of that decision up to you guys, since you guys are the ones who basically support me when it comes to motorcycling. So get ready for that. You've got a big decision to make. Is it a DRZ or a KLR that stays? Eventually, though, I'll have to get my wife another bike, no matter which one I end up keeping, so that we can continue to share that awesome experience. That has been an excellent adventure in our marriage for the few short weeks that we were able to ride before it actually got cold. You know, I'm sure that some people out there are thinking, dude, you are not poor. You have 2 bikes and, you know, you live in a nice house. And, well, the truth is that those bikes are where we splurge, and this house we're renting from my grandpa. The camera stuff, I buy it all used. Trust me, we're the biggest coupon cutting, rent shaving, deal hunting, bargain basement cheapskates around. We have prepaid cell phones and a free UMA landline. That's how cheap we are. You know, and it actually kind of sounds funny to say it like that. It sounds like a bad thing when really we are massively fortunate, and we really have so much. I think of it, the temperature was like 10 degrees last night, and my kids and my wife and me were all warm. So too many people in our world don't have that. But you know, basically we'll be fine no matter what happens with the eveRide channel, but at least it has some potential to support our motorcycle adventures, and potentially to do a little bit more. I'm actually thinking of a little web venture that would go a long way to help make a difference for people. That's upcoming. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. So you guys, you old subs and you new subs and you elite subs and you super motovlogging heroes who are pretty much like sub fairies, I hope you have a Merry Christmas or Happy Kwanzaa or Great Hanukkah or just an epic and completely non-religious December 25th and a fantastic New Year next year. No matter what today was for you, though, please take a page from some of my amazing friends' books and do some good in the world. Somebody out there is cold. Somebody out there is hungry. Somebody out there might even be naked. Chances are that if you have the means to watch this video, you're probably in the top percentage of wealth in the world. So really, we can all do a little bit to make this world just a little bit better of a place. And I just want to thank you guys once again for helping to make my world a little bit of a better place. And hopefully I can take that good and do more good with it. It's our responsibility to pay it forward. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing and listening to my little rant. Much love to you guys, and I'll see you in another video.